Hey guys, welcome back to Zeus Massive Olympus, and today on this part we are starting the final adventure, the Trojan War. Leads Greek forces to Troy to rescue the most beautiful woman in the world, supposedly. This adventure is extremely challenging. It consists of 6 episodes. It's not too bad, but there is some challenges. Let's head to the first mission.
The conversation at the dinner table turned from the subject of the city you were on the verge of establishing to the fair Helen, beloved of everyone in Greece, who was about to choose a husband. Odysseus said,
"Let us all swear an oath to protect Helen from harm, and to support the man whom she chooses as a husband. We owe her no less. We shall name the oath after Helen's father, and call it the Oath of Tyndareus."
All shouted in assent, and Odysseus administered the oath to each person. Everyone was too busy celebrating to notice that Odysseus did not take the oath himself, but the hero wouldn't have less than noble intentions. Now that the festivities are over, you must return to your land to begin building the kingdom of Aulis in earnest. Soon your city will match the cities that your friends Agamemnon, Odysseus, and Ajax lead. You can count on your friends sending you city-warming presents to help you start your city.
Yep, we are starting the mission, The Oath, and we've got some fairly large goals for the first mission. Produce 64 sheaves of wheat in 1 year, produce 69 of wine in 1 year, 1,000 people in a townhouse event, and a treasury of 5,000. There's actually a way to get a huge amount of money in this first mission, so let's go to the city. We'll pause immediately and slow the time right down. So what have we got? Let's get the mini map. So we have a very big map. We've got some land down here. We've got a big amount of farmland over here, which is good. Big amount of land here. Nice raised area up here. This is where I'm going to put elite housing later. As you can see, no elite housing right now. But this is all going to be elite housing up here. And all common housing down here. You take a look right across here. There's even more farmland. But this farmland is way too far away from probably the best area for farming. So what we're going to have is we're going to have 2 distinct areas. Well, sort of 3 distinct areas. We're going to have a common area all the way along this area here. This area is just going to be filled with common housing blocks. We're going to grow wheat up here. We're going to have a bit of carding just down here. Not doing fishing and hunting is a waste. But we can grow grapes and olives. So that means we can make wine and olive oil in this mission. And the olive oil is all good, and all of that is going to be made up here. And I am going to extort the hell out of this city, because as you can see, we only start with 4,000 drachma. So we've got to export quite a bit at the start. But this mission, the best thing about this adventure is that the parent city has no god invasions. So we're fine. But if we look at the world map, just look at how many cities there are. And we've got so many trade partners already. So we have, we just have a look at our, here we have Mycenae, Sparta, Argos, Troy, Miletos, Ethiopia, Lemnos, Salamis, and Ithaca. That is a lot of cities. So we can trade them back. Let's have a look through all of these cities. So we've got Ithaca, which buys fleece, and we can import things we don't. We can import wood from there and marble, because we can't grow those commodities here. Mycenae buys fleece, sells just wasteful. Can sell armor to Argos to import cheese and olive oil. Sparta buys wood, sells as marble. Salamis buys fleece. A lot of cities buy fleece. Ethiopia buys olive oil and wine. They're good things. They'll import marble from there. Miletos buys loads of wine, sells as bronze. Kaime's back again. We can't trade with them. Troy buys fleece and armor. Lemnos sells fish, buys wood. But we could really just sell a load of wine to places like Miletos, buy bronze from them. We can sell olive oil and wine to Ethiopia. So there's a lot of trade opportunity here. We get 2 colonies later, but as I say, there's a lot of trade opportunity right here. These 2 cities, Lionessus and Ascania, don't worry about them. They will come up later in their 2 colonies. But here we are here at Aulis. So just around about this bit here. But I think we're going to be good. So I'm going to have a large export industry straight away. Since as you can see, we can't build elite housing, so wine has actually no use in this city. Except for money making. So I'm going to import bronze from Miletos and sell them wine. Right? And the bronze that I make will go to armor and sculpture. Now if you take note, if you look here, you can straight away build 3 sanctuaries. This is the first and only adventure in Zeus, the Zeus part, where you can honor Poseidon. The promontory of Poseidon is huge. It's just like the Zeus stronghold. It's the 2nd largest. So we'll try and get that. Hermes Refuge and the Gate of Hades. Now, in middle of this adventure, you can build Zeus' stronghold. So I'm going to do in this mission both the Zeus stronghold and the promontory of Poseidon. As well as Hermes' refuge, I'll just put that somewhere, it doesn't really matter, it's a small one anyway. But I'm also going to have to get some triremes going. If you look here, oh no, we can't build triremes apparently. Okay, fine. I was going to say I could build trireme wars, but apparently we can't. Up here is the best place for just a nice long line of coast, just for all the triremes we need. And over here there's probably space to put down more trade posts if we needed. This little island here is the only way to get across to this bit over here, so you just look, bridge, there, and then one there. That's the only, well, just sort of there really, is the only place to put it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and plan out a couple of common blocks. We are not going to try and meet these goals straight away. We'll try and at least get the treasury and the production goals, but the townhouse goal I'm going to put off because I want to build up a huge amount of funds for going into missions, because there's a colony mission in this adventure which is really, really hard. So I'm going to go and plan out some housing blocks, or at least a couple of common blocks right here, set up the basic industry, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so we have the semblance of our city as 2 housing blocks right here. It is a bit tight because you've got rocks right there and then a bit of water here, but I managed to do it. I had to reload obviously to get that in just exactly where I wanted it, because I want this to have 3 common blocks here and say about 4 or 5 down this side here. It's quite tight, but we can get it in. I've also got some farms up here and I've got everything nicely planned out, so we're ready to start. And look at how much money we've blown just doing that. We spent nearly 3,000 drachma, over 3,000 drachma, sorry. Let's unpause. We'll just speed this up. Now we will get a bunch of gifts from various cities around at the very start of this, so I'm going to accept them all. The people come in here and they exit up here where these wheels are. So I'm going to have 3 elite blocks this way and then 2 this way or thereabouts. I might have to put in some stuff to kill off these wheels just to stop them being annoying, but at the moment that's not a big priority. I will have to move stuff around because this is not enough space. I might have to move this road out like that and such, but that's not a priority right now. We cannot build elite housing. So our sheep industry will be up here in this sort of little corner here, and I'll have a load of carding sheds and such just here. Again, this will be our central distribution point as we normally have, just here. But for now, we just have to wait for the, and I'm not going to set anything up here. I will have to put the palace. I'm going to put up some stuff right here, but I will put down a couple of towers just to kill this off. And the only problem is if I put towers here, then that'll kill them off, but then I won't be able to put anything over here because then they'll go and have a connection. So I'm not sure about these wolves. I might just try and wall them in, but I know that they don't like to be walled in, so it's not a big deal. But we're getting people in, which is good. That'll give us workers. Just raise wage rates right high. Let's just speed this up. Population of 1,000. Now I've got the guy here. He should be able to get along most of this. I don't think I'll have too many things just here because I know it's probably going to be bad for this stuff. That's just getting plenty of workers in. That's good. So what we're gonna have is one guy on this bit, another guy up this bit, and if I need more, I'll just put another road around this back bit here and have another guy for that. But right now, it's not a big priority. We are going to put down 2 carding sheds like so, and I'm going to do this. And actually, let's just slow this down a second. I want to make sure that they only go one way. So I'm going to do that. Like so, and that just means that there's no little thing here, no. That just basically means that to get into this bit, they've got to go up a little slope thing just here, which is fine. We don't need to be too thingy with this. Oh, that's not a meadow. Just speed this up. I'll just clear that just to make sure. Yeah, I've got all the sheep. Okay, so we've got a couple of farms going. There. Got the people coming in. Got a bit of unemployment, which is good. That's what we want to see. So we'll start to get some food, get some stuff. I have money almost, basically. We haven't even set up an export industry, so let's go ahead and put down a... if we just clear these trees. Clear the trees. Good. Get rid of them. One there. And one there. And that is now in massive debt. But we will get, because we've got so many allies, essentially, we are going to get rescue funds all the time. So, okay, that's the first harvest just coming in just nice. I kind of glitched through the graphics a bit there. But that's okay. So the first harvest will come in.
Hermes, worship me, and some of your citizens will taste my speed.
That's nice. I will try to build Hermes Sanctuary straight away. Well, near enough. I mean, we've only played a few months and that's just suddenly got people wanting to send us stuff. But here we go, I've got 11 wheat from these farms, that's good. I'll give us people. Just speed this up. Yeah, helping hand from Troy, they'll give us 1500 drachma, which is nice. So, we'll let the food stop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run. Once the gifts start, we start getting the notifications of, oh there we go. Gifted wine from Mycenae. They want to give us 8 wine. Let's just slow things down. So what I'm going to do is we are going to put a road bridge just here. This is a bit of a pain though, because I want to make sure everything goes just exactly the way I want it. So let's put down Miletos right at the end. You can't really build one there because there's no space, it's at the edge of the map. It would be nice if we could, so we're going to put that there. Then Ethiopia will go right there. I don't think anything can fit in there, no. If I put that there, then it's going to block off my little route and that means I have to go around a circle, so I'll just put this like that. If we just clear these trees. There'll be space right here for one there. You cannot, you can put one there but they'll just get destroyed, so there's no point putting it there. So there and there, that'll give us 4. Now, where would that go? That I believe is in line with the... Let me just check. Yeah, that's in line, so that's fine. So we'll have a little bridge just connecting here. And I'll put a road, an inspector there. Now, most of this farm I'm going to cover up because there's so much of it I don't need to worry about little bits getting covered. So I will put a road sort of going out this way. I may have to put down some towers and such just there to avoid too many issues, but I will put the road going up there. There'll be 2 separate ones covering these. So I'll have one for this side and one for the other side. I will put a inspector right there, which will cover this bit. And yeah, so we will just accept the gift of wine. I'll put that and that there. That's going to accept olive oil. No, we're not going to accept wine there. We're going to accept wine there. So let's just speed this up. We've got everything going now. Gift of wine. Thank you very much. 12 jugs of olive oil from Salamis. That's good. So we can now start selling that. In fact, let's just... Oops. Let's just sell all of that. The trade ships come from way down here, so having them over here is better because this is a nice trading area, especially for the other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a second bridge there. Just means that they've got a better access to everything. So got some food, we'll get some more food in obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run. I'll accept all the gifts that come in. And there's a nice gift of money from Salamis, that's good. That's just giving us... So yeah, I'm just going to rely on gifts. It's kind of useless, but I will. Gifted cheese, oh that's nice. So we're going to now put down a common agora for food, and we'll start evolving at least one block. Now culture, podium, you can go just nicely there, and I'll put down 2 of these just there. Now let's just see, I want to just check to see if he can get up this bit fairly okay. How far does he go? Ah, he covers that just nicely, so that's okay. Everything's perfect. So, we'll get first block evolved, and yeah, I'll start to do stuff. So I'll let this run for a bit, and I'll come back and... Oh, Mycenae loves us. Sparta loves us. Everyone loves us. How nice. We're all got philanthropic. That's just perfect. So, I'll let this run, and I'll come back in a bit when we're starting to make that money sales now from the selling those gifts. Kind of dumb, but... We will, and I'll also set up the area to defend this and get rid of these stupid rules. I'm not sure if I'm going to connect these areas up. I don't want to because then it messes everything up. So get the housing evolved, and yeah, I'll come back in a bit once we're ready to show you something.
I am Poseidon. Worship me, and the sea will befriend you.
I'm coming in for this event simply because Poseidon has never been a friendly god to us. In fact, most of the adventure he's been, well, most of the missions in this Let's Play, he's just been an enemy. So here is Poseidon. He'll spawn over there. So if we build a promontory to him, we will get a Kraken, which will basically roll reverse, essentially. Now, I think I can get that in there. Yes, we can. Just see if we can clear those out. Yeah, I can put that in there. I went ahead and put down the palace way up here, but we can't build, and I keep getting gifts and requests and such. I got a gift of bronze as well. Let's just... So yeah, Poseidon this time is a friendly domain, with a friendly god, which is good. So yeah, getting gifts all the time. I get some food in as well. So the house is revolving, which is good. But yeah, everything's going fairly okay. So I'm gonna start making. We made some money back, which is good out of those sales. So I cannot put down walls and stuff to get rid of these wolves. So I'm just gonna have to put up with that. So I'm gonna put down 1, 2, 3 of those. Oops. Still can't accept that gift. That's fine. So we're gonna put down olive trees there. Just a big bunch of them. And grapevine. I'll just put a line of them like that, and we can just start building that up. Start to make our industries. There's skins of fleece. That's very nice. We need a lot of workers though, so let's just let that run. Getting food, which is good. We've got like 24 wheat there. That's not too bad. But let's just use this opportunity right now to put down another common agora and just provide more food to everyone, because we want to do that. And I think my cinematograph, yeah, they asked for food for a festival, so I dispatched. Yeah, that kind of looks awkward, but that's okay. Let's see. This is kind of a bit awkward, but that's okay. We'll just put that down. And we'll just put that there as well. We'll get everything going. So I'll just put that up there as well. Give to fleece, don't want it. We just realised we do not have a storehouse to accept fleece, so we'll put fleece there. And I'll probably just have a getting warehouse just down here to get olive oil and bring it down for everyone. So we'll start to evolve our house here, which is good. These are all within reach of this central distribution area as always. Start to get more workers in, and once we get more workers in, I'll be able to boost up the amount of food that we are able to create. So I'm just going to keep this running, and I'll come back in a bit later if there's anything interesting to show.
Worship me, the feared Hades, and your city will glisten in the sun.
First time I've had Hades for a while. I think you might remember him from the Miletos colony way back in the Perseus and Medusa campaign, but yeah, he will be a friendly god. We pretty much don't have any angry gods. The only angry gods are in colony missions. And we've started to harvest our first here. I don't think these wolves are attacking my growers, which is good. So we'll start to produce our first wine and olive oil. This bronze might as well get used for something. Does someone buy sculpture? No. Well, what I'll do is I will put down Festival of Ifaka. That's nice. We're getting asked to send them goods. This bit here is just going to be for those things, so I'm going to put down that and that, which does go to accept actually no, let's set that to accept armor, and that to accept sculpture. And what I'll do is I'll just put down one sculpture studio just to sort of use that bronze up, just to get rid of it really. So there's Hades. It kind of looks stupid in a walking stick, don't you think? But I'll have all of my wine and olive oil industries over this bit, just fill this up as much as I can. Over here will be more like resource gathering and small amounts of trade. If I put that there, I'm going to have a road going down. Oh, that's actually quite fortuitous. We need to send sculpture to Argos, but I don't have any bronze, so let's import 12 bronze and go into like huge debt from it. I'll just put down another sculpture studio. This will be a temporary one, I'll get rid of it later. I will put down a tile of roads just going down like this. Just see, that's a trading post, not up here. Yeah, if I do it like that, that's fine, and there's still space to put stuff down there. So making plenty of olives for storage, which is good. We're making plenty of olive oil, helping hard from Argos. They'll give us some money, which is nice. I'm just relying on money gifts at this point, so we aren't making fleece. What's our goals? Produce some wine and that. So I'm not going to evolve these straight up to 10 hours straight away. I want to build up a huge amount of money first before we do anything. Lemnos needs olive oil, that's perfect. We are getting a lot of requests for people, so it's a good thing I'm starting the industries now, so we do have to be careful really. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one... I'll build out another block here, so I'll be 3 blocks. And there'll be space here for the promontory of Poseidon and all that, which I'll have like one there, or there. I'll have a space so they can get round to the stuff. One there, then or actually I'll put that there, and then I'll have the Zeus stronghold there, and such. Yeah, I think that works. So yeah, I'm gonna let this run because there's nothing to do now. I just need to let sort of let the housing evolve. I will have to put down more housing, so I will do that. In fact, let's just use this opportunity to put down fleece vendors. So I'll get this housing evolved, put down another housing block. We'll start to make money somehow, and I'll come back in a bit later if there's anything to show. Good timing to come back in. We are ready to send off some wine to Argos that they've been demanding for a while. Managed to get this block in. We'll put some more housing. As you can see, we now have unemployment, which means our city will now function a bit more stably than it was before. We don't have any bronze coming in, which is not too good, but we are starting to make stuff, so we sent off that wine. Fortunately, that meant we went and ran out. Now, if I put that there, that means I can put down 2 wineries right there. The 2 sculpture shoes like that one, I'll probably move up here or something, I'm not sure. Because I need to make sure I have as much industry as I can. I needed plenty of it. It looks like these rules are pretty much passive. We've just got to send off some olive oil to there. Afaka wants some. They got pissed off at it at a point, so it's not too good. Now we are getting a lot of spare olives, so let's just put down extra ones. Now if I put a trade post there, I can put down 1 extra olive press right there. And still have 1 there. It does mean that I can't put anything there because otherwise it'll be blocked in and then I won't be able to get in. There's more money, free money essentially, so get plenty of stored olives, which is good. Bit excessive, but it's okay. Argos thinks likes, yeah, a few of those will think less of us because we sent stuff late, but that's okay. Let's see. Argos buys armor, we could just make armor. Lemnos, well, they're philanthropic anyway, so it doesn't matter. So start to make some grapes, make some wine at least. Palace is up here, just nicely out of the way. This guy gets all the way down here without any trouble, I think. Yeah, he gets down here without any trouble. There we go. Ifak is grateful for the fleece. Yeah, I sent him a big gift of fleece because just to boost their ratings because I didn't want them upset. How's our city doing? It's doing quite nicely. All our people are moving in. Get plenty of unemployment, which allows us to boost the city essentially. I'm going to put down 2 more carding sheds. Boost sheep production at least. There we go.
No wolf will catch my sheep, not while I'm here anyway.
That's good. Don't have any, I got 1 commemorative wine for going past 1,000 people, but I haven't had any more yet. And I will put down 1 here. That'll keep everyone nice and happy. Because we want a nice happy city, don't we? So I'm going to let this run. What's our goals like? We have produced 39 sheets of wheat. We haven't produced any amphora wine, which is not too good. We might reset it this time. So I'll let this run. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try and get some money because we don't have much money. I don't want to go to the next mission with no money. And I need a big amount of unemployment because in the next mission, we're going to need a lot of trial rounds very quickly. So I will try to import wood from someone. I'm not sure it sells wood. I think is it... no. Someone sells wood, I'm sure. Anyway, I'll figure that out. I'll try to get the resources that I need. I'll come back in a bit later if there's something to show. Probably when I've got my wine and all that industry going at full tilt to start making money. Just wanted to come back in here, say that we have now managed to make a bunch of goods, which is what we're looking for. We're now able to sell wine and olive oil, so we'll now start to get a big amount of money. And since we've got a bunch of unemployment as well, as you can see, hi Poseidon, I'm just going to put down a bunch of these just to try and boost capturing of some things like grapes, for example, because we're not making enough wine, as you can see. Wine is kind of a bit difficult to come across, but we're getting as much as we can. Looks like these rules are passive to us. But look at that, we just made a bunch of money, selling all this stuff off. Unfortunately, I cannot sell the sculpture, but that's fine. I'm not sure. I'm going to be trading. I'm trading with Afaka to import wood and sell fleece just to try and make more money. Does mean we are running a bit low, but that's okay. Treasury goal has been achieved. 6,000, of course. Produced 96 sheaves of wheat, which is good, but we haven't produced the wine goal yet. Just speed this up while we meet it. Give the marble, that's very nice. Come on, change, come on. Give the marble. We produced 21, so now all I have to do is evolve the housing, but I don't want to do that yet. So we have met most of the goals essentially. So I am just going to run this on, boost up the money quite considerably with all these exports. Also boost up other things like wine, because we're not producing enough wine here. We've got 5 wineries, but we're not producing enough wine. Some of these empty olive presses, in fact. Let's just delete that one. The empty ones I'll push up a bit further so I can get the wine a bit closer. So there's a winery right there. I'll just move that olive press up there. And I'll just keep this sort of front bit for wine and this top bit for olive oil. I did move some of the storage jars, so I've got it all nicely just here, which is good. So we'll start to sell off olive oil and all that, which is perfect. So I'm going to just keep this running. I'm just going to make as much money as I can. Unfortunately, I cannot make armor, which I'm going to need the next mission. I might have to import that from somewhere, or maybe request it. I'm not sure, because no one sells it, which is a pain. Pretty sure someone will sell. I think Sparta sells it, or we might be able to request it. No. Anyway, I'm going to let this run. There's nothing to show now. I just want to boost the coffers, make plenty of money, so that, and also get plenty of unemployment for our Trirems goal when we come back. So I'll just draw this road out like that. In fact, I don't need to have a gap there. Let's just do that instead. So yeah, I'll just let this run. I'll come back a bit later when we are ready to win this mission. I think this is a nice time to end this mission. We have got unemployment of 155 people, which is 14%. I want that amount of unemployment because, as you can see, I've drawn out a road here which is going to be for the 6 trirems I will be building in the next mission. Everything's nicely planned out. I've got a bunch of colleges. I'm literally overproducing on purpose. I mean, this is the first mission, we've already made 54,000 drachma. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm going to put down oil here, which I don't think this will get us right to the population target of 1,000. And so I will put down olive oil here as well. We'll just boost all of this, and then I'll get a bunch of workers ready to... So what I will do is I will lower this down to normal, and then I'll boost it in the next mission just to keep people happy. I will need 6 trirems. It is a lot. I am using a getting storehouse to bring olive oil all the way over from here, which is necessary. And I just realised we do not have a stadium anywhere in this city. So let's put down the stadium. Now where should I put this? I think this is a good place just down here. Because I'm probably going to have all the blocks like this. Or there. In fact, yeah. I'm putting it here. Or actually no, I could put it... Yeah, let's just put it there. I'll put the road around like this, because this upper bit here is going to be for all my elite housing stuff, so let's just put that there. Road block there. I will delete this and move it later when we're starting to build out our elite blocks with 2 sets of apartments becoming townhouses, so we have now 1. I'll just save again. So that's us done with this mission. We just need to let these houses evolve, stabilize by 1,000 people in them to win the mission. We've got 55,000 drachma in the very first mission. This is why I like this campaign, because it's so easy to get all the stuff you need. Unfortunately, it looks as if some of these houses aren't evolving. For some reason they need access to more culture venues. I don't understand this particular glitch where they don't seem to work properly, but never mind. This central lane here allowed them to get up to this bit here. But yeah. They all want to go around this bit. Oh, there they go, they're evolving anyway, even though they don't have access to competitors. But that's okay. So the mission's over. We've got 2,700 people in the city already.
Aulis is well on its way to becoming one of the greatest cities in all of Greece. Yet there is a hint of trouble in the air. Helen has chosen to wed King Menelaus of Sparta, and the happy couple have settled into their home. While everything seems to be exactly as it should be, word around Greece is that Helen might not be safe.
Interesting. I don't really care about these random stories, but that was the oath. In the next part, we are going to head into the next mission, which is continuing Aulis, but we will be developing our military for the first time. But it won't be with elite housing, I'm afraid. Thanks for watching this part. I will see you in the next one. Bye now.